Business, and William Hildebrandt is here with me on set. Hi, Will.
Hi, Shona.
Tell us, how are things looking on the markets this morning?
On Thursday, U.S. indices rose across the board, this shaking off gloomy retail sales that were dragged down by even gloomier weather. Trading was buoyed by strong earnings from firms like tire maker Goodyear and TV channel CBS. In Asia, data out of China shows inflation is subdued, quelling fears in the markets outside of Japan, though the Nikkei is dragged down after disappointing jobless figures from the U.S. last week.
Well, it's February 14th, and that's Valentine's Day. That means a boom for restaurants and florists as couples celebrate the holiday of love.
That's right. The business of love is big and, shall we say, rosy. Now, people around the world are celebrating the holiday, while here in France, online orders for flowers are booming. One of the country's leading florists is busy filling thousands of orders. Josh Vardy has more.
A dozen roses, please. From a local service to an international online giant, Florajet aren't just any florist. Behind these blooms lies a sprawling network of affiliates both across France and abroad.
Florajet International Service, Sam speaking.
Early February is an important time of year for the company.
Right now, we are delivering a bouquet of flowers every 35 seconds. On Valentine's Day, we are expecting 25,000 to 27,000 orders.
Florajet have 5,500 florists across France with sales over 31.5 million euros. Not bad for an operation run from a village with under 1,000 inhabitants.
We have a total of 130 full-time and part-time staff working for Florajet. We are a rather large organization but function like a family business. Most of our partners know each other. The fact that most people live close to one another helps them connect.
The internet brings this company 60% of its sales, and since 1992, it's continued to expand. Every year, turnover has steadily risen from 3 to 5%, even through the ongoing financial crisis. Operating locally but thinking globally. One company with a bunch of good ideas.
Well, let's take a look now at some other stories grabbing headlines today. Lenovo posted record third quarter results. The Chinese firm is the world's largest PC maker. Its earnings outpaced analyst estimates and rose 30% on the back of strong laptop and mobile sales. Revenues surged 15% to over 7.5 billion euros. Lenovo did warn that future results likely won't be as bright due to its recent acquisition of IBM's server division and Motorola Mobility.
AIG also posted impressive results. The American insurance giant had a fourth quarter profit of about 1.4 billion euros. For the same period in 2012, the company had a loss of nearly 3 billion euros. Those results were largely due to Superstorm Sandy, which ravaged the east coast of the United States.
And taxi drivers here in France may have won their first battle in a long fight. The government has suspended new registrations for private chauffeur services like Uber. Paris made the decision until it finishes talks with unions representing taxi drivers who have been striking since Monday. The crucial stumbling block is taxis require a license that costs more than 200,000 euros, a steep increase versus what private competitors must pay.
And Will, for your last story, you have more on a massive $45 billion deal between two U.S. cable companies.
That's right. On Thursday, Comcast said it will buy Time Warner. The deal would combine the two largest U.S. cable companies. The merged company would have strongholds in the largest markets like New York, Chicago, and Los Angeles. But critics say regulators should stop the deal as it would limit competition. Let's take a listen.
The concern here is you're going to have one company that is dominant in something like 19 of the top 20 markets in the United States. They'll control close to, I believe, about 40% of all residential broadband subscribers in the United States. Our perspective is that for consumers, that's going to mean fewer choices and higher prices, as these companies are able to exert their dominance in each of these markets to create a company that just is able to control the communications landscape.
That's the end of business news with Will Hildebrandt. Thanks for being with us. We'll have you back in just a few minutes. Now it's time for a tour of what's hot on the web.